Now, if you recently had a knee replacement and you're looking for other ways to build strength in your legs, then stay tuned because in today's video, we're gonna go over some of the best water-based exercises that you can implement after this surgery. Welcome back, guys. My name is Dr. Mike, and I'm a physical therapist providing tips on how to build strength and longevity with your body. Now, as I treat patients that have had a total knee replacement, some of my patients have access to a pool and want to know when they can begin working on some water-based or aquatic therapy exercises that might help their recovery, that might help them, allow them to put more weight on the leg and allow them to build strength in the knee. And that's why today I wanted to go over some effective exercise that you can use if you have access to a pool. Now I want to be clear here, before you get into any pool after your procedure, you must be cleared by your surgeon. Usually this is anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks after your surgery, where they allow you to submerge your whole knee underwater. The wound is healed and we're not worried about any sort of infection. And I want to make sure that before you perform these exercises that you are cleared from your doctor and that you are safe to get in the water. Now, the first exercise that I think is really fantastic for getting started with in the water is called the ankle rockers. Now notice I am right by the edge of the pool, so I'm using my hands for support and for balance, and my feet are going to be stationary. So this is going to be a great exercise to get started with, and all we're simply doing is trying our best to keep our legs straight, and we are shifting our weight all the way to our toes and then all the way to our heels, kind of like we're assimilating a calf raise, but also shifting our weight all the way back to our heels to really get those front of the muscles of the ankle working. Next, we get into some marching, and I think this is fantastic to start to introduce some single leg balance training for you, especially if you're someone that has trouble balancing on that surgery leg. This is a great exercise to get you more confident, to start being able to place more weight on that surgery leg. Here, the focus is trying to raise your knee up and flex it as high as you can above the water while the other leg is fully extended. And obviously it's very important that you're spending equal amount of time on both sides. Moving on to the mini squat. Now, although this is a little bit intimidating for many people when you're outside of the water, inside of the water is a lot different. You have the assistance from the water, and really you can control how low you want to go here. The nice thing about this is it starts to introduce some flexion and some knee bending while you're standing, which is going to be extremely important for just functional activities with that surgery knee. So you can really dictate how low you want to go, and as you get more comfortable, the goal is to be able to drop further and further and allow those knees to track over the toes. That's totally fine. Now the next exercise also starts to introduce some more single leg balance training. It's really giving you a chance to spend more time on one leg in that single leg balance. And here we're working on a hamstring curl. The leg that is moving up and down, we're working the back of the hamstrings. This is the back of the upper leg, which is very important when we talk about just general functional walking. We have to be strong and have the ability to not only use those hamstring muscles, but also to be able to balance on one leg. So this is a great exercise for that. Now we start to incorporate some movement rather than our feet being stationary like the previous exercises. Now we're going to start to get some movement. More importantly, not just movement forward, but lateral movement. This is a movement that doesn't get practiced often, and this is a great exercise for building the hip stabilizers and to ensure that we keep nice equal step lengths on each side. You might notice that it may be harder to step in one direction, but that's totally fine. The key here is to practice taking equal steps in each direction, and over time we should be able to take bigger and bigger steps. The next exercise is really training the same hip stabilizer muscles. Now we get the chance to balance on one leg, but now also move the opposite leg laterally all the way up as high as we can. This is a tough exercise for people when they're standing outside of the water, but here with the assistance of the water, you are going to have the ability to really raise that leg as high as you can. This is going to continue to fire all those important muscles of the hips that we are going to need for walking. And now the last exercise, which I think is the most important, especially for walking and for stairs, is this single leg balance. Here you can focus on 20 seconds, 30 seconds, even up to 40 seconds, where you're really focusing on keeping that nice tripod and that foot on the ground, which is through your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel, and staying nice and balanced with a good arch there. And then balancing, even as you get better with this exercise, you can even start to remove your hand assistance from outside the water and start to practice this with no assistance at all. Obviously, you're going to be training both sides, and you're going to find out that this is going to be an easy exercise to start implementing once you're on land and outside the water. There you have it. Those are some of the most effective water-based exercises that you can perform if you have access to a pool or if you plan on getting in the water after surgery. If you want to learn more ways on how to improve your strength and range of motion after this specific procedure, make sure to check out my surgery series on my channel here.